Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. How is everyone today? Thank you to my subscribers for supporting me. So thank you to any returning subscribers, and thank you very much for any new subscribers. I really appreciate your support, as you know. I've just come on to do a quick flip through of the using up your 6x6 paper pads inspired by Natasha at Treasure Books. Now, I did a couple of videos. I had to split it into 2 videos to show you the process. Even though I'd already made one before as a prototype, I still had difficulty doing this on camera. But Natasha writes down the instructions, and they are quite clear and concise. So, you know, there's quite good instructions so that you can follow them at your leisure, which is what I did. And unfortunately, I left a couple of days before I did this video for this one, and then by then I'd actually forgotten what I'd done. I was just looking for my prototype. I'm not sure where I've actually put it. Anyway, I did show it to you on the previous video, so let's have a look at this one. So this is a good way of using up with 6x6 paper pad papers that maybe you haven't used. Perhaps you might not think you will ever use them, you know. So I had these particular ones in my stash for some time. They haven't come out of any specific pad. They're just 17 6x6 pages that I've kind of put together to match up. So this is the front, and I had about 3 of these peacock papers that were given to me in a swap that I did. I think that by Jane Austen. I think it was Jane who sent them. We did it's either a 30 or a 50p swap. So I've used a Tim Holtz word on here, phrase, usual wings, decorated with some rosebuds and some lovely pale pink velvet ribbon, which just tied round freely. And you can see the back is another, that's the last piece of paper that you use, and it folds over onto the spine to make the spine. And so I wanted it to kind of match in with the front as much as I could, although they're not from the same paper pad. So page 1, I made this pocket a very long time ago, and I thought the colours fitted nicely. It's just made out of a piece of digital paper, and in it I've just put a little bit of pink, another 6x6 paper pad, very thin, and I just stenciled on the back of that. And then this is a tall pocket here with the word happiness, and I've used a piece of excess paper from one of the pages and stenciled on the back like so, decorated it with a bit of ribbon here, and when you turn it over, I've attached a small envelope that I felt fitted in colour wise. Inside here is a tiny little card that I made that can be a secret little message place like that, and then I kept this as a tuck, and I made a little scrappy notebook here to go in. And then this side is a side pocket, and it has a little dictionary word special. It's a dictionary interpretation of the word, the meaning of the word special. It's an adjective, and it's something out of the ordinary. And I made a sort of my own creation of a triple kind of little tag, really. You can write in there, and I put a brad in there, nice pretty one that matched in, I felt, with this paper here. And then the paper behind is again another 6x6. So I sort of gone for all the dual colours. And then over here we've got a little side tuck that I made, and a nice little tag which I've collaged up with bits of napkin. Put the word dream on it, and don't need to do anything on the back. That's the back of the paper pad. That was a 12x12 scrap, so you can use anything you've got really. Again, this is a tall pocket, and I've stamped a peacock on some coffee stain paper, and that goes in there. And then in this little rose piece, it's one of Tim Holtz's pieces. I just put a couple of bits of coffee dyed scraps. And then here we've got a word, a little phrase, shine bright, and lovely, beautiful, rich jewel colours. Peacock 6x6, and so I've got a couple of peacock style napkins, so I have decoupaged that onto there and put the word breathtaking. And on the back I've just stamped a little band there out of a set of like peacock stamps that I had. This side I've made a waterfall scrap notepad, which is attached to that page. And then you turn it over, and I've made a pocket here, again from scraps of different scrapbook pads. So the 17 pages are the 6x6, and then all the ephemera is made from either 6x6 or other 12x12 scraps, you know. And I made a little tab at the top there out of some pretty cotton ribbon, and a little cluster there, and a stamped peacock on there. And that, you know, you can write on the back of there, and that goes into that one there, like so. And I wanted them to stick out the top. Natasha did that, and I thought it was a good idea. Here I've got a little peacock, and when I made my peacock journal, oh, about 3 years ago now, or 2.5, 3 years, I still had a couple of bits, and this is a little piece here, banner piece, and underneath I've just put in, out of my stash, a card that I had. I thought went with those colours very nicely. Again, this is an odd piece of a 6x6. It could have been a 6x6 peacocky style paper pad that Jane had, I don't know. Anyway, this, I made a little pocket here, put a bit of bling on and a bit of ribbon, and in here is just a couple of pieces that you can write on. So it's a double pocket, so that one goes in the front like that, and those two go in the back like so, like that. Then that flips over, and then we've just got a little piece out of a stash here with a nice little letter paper clip. Then over here I've made 2 side pockets and 2 little cards with some ribbon on, stenciled on the back. And that one there, I didn't stencil on the back of that one because it already had something on it. And then I found some ribbon, so I've kind of matched the ribbon on here just to give it a bit more interest. So that's that piece, that section. And we turn it over, so I just tuck that one back in. And we've got 2 cards here. I thought this was a nice sort of peacocky looking piece, and I stenciled on the back of that. So this was a scrap of a 6x6, so there's double pocket there, and then I made just a plain tag here with some bling and a paper tab, and that was a scrap out of some scrapbook paper. Then this side, another peacock piece, 6x6. I made a cluster here with a bit of bling, and in here, this is a flip down. I made a little belly band because this was double-sided, this piece of 6x6, so on the back was the same pattern but reverse colours. And this is a little peacock envelope made by Violet Duran, who I get my little envelopes from. So I had it in my stash, so it was ideal. And then it flips back up, and then I put a piece out of my stash there and just cut a circle out and did a little bit of a layering cluster there, just matching all the colours. And that peacock 6x6 folds over this side, and this 6x6 comes over this side. So this has two sides, so it's very colourful. Some lace and another piece out of my stash, and I just put the word inspiration on it, stenciled on the back. So this is a slanting pocket, and then this is a belly band I made out of some scrap of 6x6, and then there's one of Dear Junk Journals UK, I think. I bought a pack of these from her in different colours, and I just stenciled a peacock feather here, and on the back put a bit of bling on, and I repeated that ribbon again there. And then here I made a little slanting pocket of my own, and I just put a piece of coffee dyed paper, and again I've stenciled it with a little banner kind of thing there, from that peacock stamp set that I have. And this tag is, well, that's come out. I find these little narrow ribbons do tend to come undone, so I might tie that up actually again at the top. But that again, I stamped the peacock stamp onto some coffee dyed paper and stenciled on the back rather, and that is there. That turns over and just see the top of that. So yeah, I'm going to have to tie those up a bit better. They don't stay tied. And then this is the back here, which I've left plain, just put some nice matching lace down. So I hope you like that. Oops, don't know where that came from. I hope you like that, and that just shows you what you can do with your spare 6x6s. I mean, you know, we all perhaps may use one or two out of the pad, and then we have 2 or 3 left over, and we think, oh, I don't really know what I'll do with those. You know, gather them together, match them in as best you can, or you don't have to match them in. They can be all different, you know, makes it very interesting. And then I'm not happy with that, that's better. And then, you know, you can make one of these, and I think they're lovely little kind of journal style booklets. I don't really know what you'd call them, to be honest, but yeah, I really like that, and I think that looks very nice. Well, I'm very pleased with the outcome, although it was tricky to do, but I think I might off camera do a few more and put them in my Etsy shop. So this will be going in my Etsy shop, as will my prototype, wherever I've put that. I can't believe that that's actually disappeared. It's been on my desk all week. Okay, I shall say goodbye, and I will speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.